to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Understanding what I need.
We're back. It is another Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. I am on my way back home. I just took Sissy to the flower shop. It's kind of a Sunday reset sort of day. So I definitely have laundry that needs to get done and some planning to do today. So let's go home and let's see what's on the agenda for today. I also think that I want to go to the pool today. It's pretty hot, but I've been enjoying just kind of hanging out at the pool. And I might actually do the planning out at the pool. That might make for a nice Sunday afternoon.
One thing I really like about Asada,
Can we just talk for a minute? Like, solo parenting is not for the weak. And I feel tired, you guys. Like, I'm tired. I am tired to be the only one. I'm tired to be the only person doing the discipline. I'm tired, you know, like my children are also still grieving to some degree in their own ways. And so sometimes it's really difficult to decipher, like, is this something grief related? You know, like, is some of the act outs and the attitudes, like, is this normal preteen, teenage behavior? Is this because they're growing? Is this because they're hurting? Like, it's really hard to decipher what is what. And so as a mom, like, and it's not that I gentle parent by any means. I am in no way a gentle parent. A lot of times I feel like I'm pretty strict, but you know, I mean, I feel like also too there's this like little reputation of like being the cool mom, you know, just because I'm not like old or like I'm fun or whatever. But I always tell my kids too, like, don't get that shit twisted. Like, I'm also not your little friend, right? Like, there's a level of respect and boundaries that we have to have with each other. And so this journey just feels like, you know, people think that having like young kids is difficult, or having toddlers that run all around changes your life, and that's difficult. But y'all, I'm here to say, like, it doesn't get easier. It just gets difficult in different ways. I feel like the hardest thing for me right now in this space is just this fact that, like, I don't have anybody else to really help me out at all. And I'm not talking so much like help me make dinners and help me do all that, you know, but when you're partnered, when you're a two-parent home, or even when you're co-parenting well, like, there's another parent that takes the slack. There's another parent that you're able to talk to about the shit that's going on. Like, there's other input. There's another person to help make the choices and decisions, to come up with the disciplines, like, all the things. So I'm just tired. Like, mom life is like kicking my ass to some degree. No, the reality is, like, some parents are solo parents. They've been single parents their whole lives, you know, and they've got it down. But for me, it's just, you know, I don't think that anybody has kids and plans to do this alone, but it's like, just 2.5, 3 years ago, I wasn't a solo parent. I wasn't doing this by myself. My kids had a dad, and he just disappeared from earth. And like, not just a dad, but a dad who was active, a dad who was involved, a dad who was a part of their lives, and, you know, who, if something was going wrong or if something was going on, like, I have someone to talk to at the end of the day about what happened. You know, I have someone to bounce ideas off of, or even just to unload my own shit about our kids. Like, let me tell you what your son did today while you were at work. Let me tell you about what your daughter just said, or, you know. So I don't know, I'm having one of those moments, but I'm here to pick up Sissy. She's on her way out, so I'm gonna grab her and then head home. I took some catfish out, so I think we're gonna make some fish for dinner, and I think I'm gonna bake it. I saw this recipe on Pinterest for like Cajun baked catfish or something like that. It sounded really good. I usually just fry it, but I don't know, I think I might bake it tonight. So I'll be back.
Love it, babe, love it, babe, love it, babe. Love it, babe, love it, babe, love it, babe. Love it, babe, love it, babe, love it, babe. Love it, babe, love it, babe, love it, babe. Yeah. Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love we give, it can't be replaced. So no one else will love me like you do. That's why I don't mind just spend my life with you. I wanna please you any way I can. I wanna share my world, and don't you understand? Your love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling.
Alright, first load of laundry is done. Second load is going in the dryer. I feel like I'm so slow with laundry sometimes, but also made dinner. Dinner was really good tonight. Okay, so it is now Monday morning. So I ended up having a pretty chill weekend. I did not go to the pool yesterday to do any planning stuff, but I did end up downloading this new app, and it's Claude, and it's another like AI app or whatever. So I mean, it's very similar to ChatGPT, and for a long time I wasn't even using ChatGPT. I was actually using a AI called Poe, and Poe has all these different I guess bots that you can tap into, and they're specific to certain subjects. So like if I was looking up certain stuff regarding astrology or things regarding real estate or things like that, there were specific bots that were tailored to those specific subjects. But Claude is one that I found out about this weekend, and it seems really, really all-inclusive. And I don't know if all these AI technologies are the same or not, but I genuinely don't mind you know, playing through them and prompting them and asking specific questions. I think I'm not on the era of ChatGPT is my therapist, but I do think that the right questions always produce good answers. And I think that some things that are a response to the questions that you ask can be very thought-provoking, can be very engaging, and can be really beneficial as far as just planning out your schedules or making a budget, or even, you know, having a 1-year breakdown or a 6-month breakdown of how you want to do something. And the more detail oriented you can get with your questions, the better response and answers that you can get from some of this AI technology. And I think if you're going to use it to your benefit, like those are some ways that it can be really beneficial. So I'm playing with that with my schedule, and it's pretty lax this week, right? Like we are taking a small summer break, and I think that this is going to be the last week of it, to be honest. And then we're going to move into our summer schedule for school. We're year-round homeschool, so there's not going to be a big, huge, long break in between, but I think that during the summer schedule, it is a little bit more relaxed than having such a structured schedule like we do during the year. But I'm trying to put together a more structured schedule for how I'm going to be creating content and then making these uploads, especially into my Patreon, because as people are joining, like I want that to be a really consistent space that I'm working with. So anyways, we are getting ready to head out and maybe go see what's up with the lunch that they do around here. And then I need to go to Sprouts because we are out of chlorophyll. We've been out of chlorophyll for like a little while, and it is summertime. And if you know, you know. But a few drops of chlorophyll in your water every morning, and game changer. So I'm gonna get ready to do that. And yeah, so, you know, thanks for listening to my crash out the other day about solo parenting, and, you know, we press on and we move forward. I think that, you know, it's good to at least get those things out and clear them out. And, you know, people have their homegirls that they call up and say, oh my goodness, let me tell you what happened. Or, you know, people have their spouse that they talk to, or their partner, or what have you. But, you know, I was just talking to y'all, so thank you. Thanks for the FaceTime, girls. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will pop in and see y'all the next time I see y'all. Bye, guys.